Good morning. This is Bronwyn Olschlager, also known as Mrs. Dreamseed, and this is our very first beginner blogger on a mission popcorn class. And I'm really excited. People call me Mrs. Dreamseed because my favorite topic is popcorn, and that's how I define faith. That's how I go about figuring out what's getting in my way, what I need to remove from my belief system so that I can go forward and actually see fruit from the things that I'm trying to put my faith into. And I want to see that for you too. So if you're a beginner blogger, you're in the right place. Also, if you're not a beginner blogger and you're a person who really wants to overcome the things that are standing in your way of fulfilling your life mission, you're in a good place for getting some really great tools to help you overcome those false wisdoms that get in your way, those lies, those doubts that you think are so true, and they're creating a reality that you're not really so very happy with, and you know you want something better, and you know something better is available to you, but you just need a little bit of support. You're in a really good place too. We are going to talk about blogging. I am very passionate about helping people who have a message, who want to use the blogging platform in order to get that message out there and to help people, and to just also use this as an avenue to prosper your own family. I really feel passionate about prospering from the thing that we feel is the most important thing for us to do in this life. So, that being your life mission, that being the thing that you feel is your, the thing that you would do for free because you love it so much and you want to create an income around that because you know that you want to be doing the thing that you love and supporting your family and taking care of your needs. So that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. And let's just go ahead and dig in and talk about your mission. The very first thing that I wanted to define here is this isn't really just about money. In fact, I don't want you to think about money too much right now. This is about figuring out and defining and really narrowing down the thing that you're in love with doing. What is it that you love, that brings you joy, that you would do even if nobody paid you? That you would be talking about just because it's your favorite topic in the world, like mine is popcorn. I love faith. It's awesome, and I know how to do it, and I know how to teach it, and I've gone about, just for my family's sake, figuring out how to do it and how to teach it to a child. And if I can teach it to a child, I can teach it to a grown-up. I want to spread this message. This is real. We're children of God, and we can do this amazing faith power. So if you have a mission and there's something that you just know that you need to talk about and you need to share, and that's what we're doing with blogging. We're talking about something, we're teaching something, and it could be something as simple, or actually I think it's amazing, as doing food art. I'm actually helping this amazing 13-year-old girl blog about her food art so that she can do parties, and she's doing parties, weddings, um, baby showers, and she's doing this thing that she loves and she just feels so called to in order to bring joy to other people's lives. It could be something like that. This other young woman that I'm helping is a traveling philanthropist. She's a humanitarian. She loves to travel the world and help people who are in need. And she's blogging about that and creating this situation where she's supporting herself, doing this thing that she loves, and helping other people join her. What's your mission? Define it. Write it down. Take a minute right now. Pause this video and just write down, or if you're live with me, I'll give you a second. Or your assignment, I'll just do this. Your assignment is to define your mission. Narrow it down. What does it look like? What do you love? Take some time. Figure that out. So you're going to be like, write down on your paper, I feel called to blank. What is it? And remember, Take the money thing out of it. That prosperity is going to happen when you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing in this life. You'll be in alignment, and living in integrity with that mission is going to automatically bring you prosperity in every part of your life. It'll automatically come. It'll just do it. It happens. And prosperity is an overall umbrella term for everything: money, family, relationships, health. It's overall, okay? It doesn't compartmentalize. Prosperity is overall. Abundant prosperity is going to happen when you are doing your life mission and you're doing it right. So live in integrity. Decide what that is. Figure that out. Get on your knees. there's a foreordained thing here. I really believe that. And if you want to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing, then you should be asking God, because He knows and He'll tell you. So when you think of your mission, what's the first thing? Oh, let's talk about limiting the beliefs. When you think of your mission, what is the first thing that pops into your mind that stops you from doing it? What's happening in your mind? As soon as you ask for the thing, if you say, hey, I want to do this, but what's that thought? Write that down. We're calling this a limiting belief. I also call this a false wisdom, because a lot of times we actually think that these things that we're thinking, we think that it's caution, or we think that it's wisdom, but really it just developed when we were a child. Somehow we came up with this idea that this was true and right and wise. And in the end, it's really not. It's just stopping you. I want to tell you about my popcorn analogy really quick. We're going to just run through this. Let me tell you this backstory. About 10 years ago, I was teaching people like you, article marketers and bloggers, how to do the whole article marketing thing. That's what I did back then. And we did article marketing and search engine optimization. I don't do that as much now. We do a little bit of it. But I mostly focus on Facebook marketing and social media now. But back then we were doing this, and I was teaching people all of these skills, and they had a mission they really felt drawn to these network marketing companies that they were working with, which, by the way, if you have a thing about network marketing, please don't judge people for network marketing. This is a really good platform for creating a network of customers. So anyway, I was working with network marketers. Brilliant. I loved these people. They were so wonderful. And they would call me, and we would talk for sometimes a couple of hours at a time about the things that were getting in their way. And I didn't know how to help them at the time. I knew that I knew how to get out of my way, and I knew how to go forward, and I was just going to plow through and do stuff. But they were really struggling emotionally with the things that were getting in their way, which is what happens to us when we're not living in integrity. Here they have this project that they know they need to do, and here they have this belief system that was getting in their way of actually doing it. So they were out of integrity. So we had to figure out a way to line that up. And I really, at the time, did not know how to help them. So we spent a lot of time talking about how I believed in them and the physical things that they could do, and in order to bring about the fruition of their dream seed. Well, I got on my knees and I learned this popcorn analogy from inspiration. This came to me as I was pondering and praying, and I make a lot of popcorn for my kids, so that all this came together. This is what I came up with. We've got a popcorn popper, and we've got a kernel, and we've got a plug, and we've got a power outlet. And the popcorn popper is a human being. This is you. Now, I want to make this very clear. You are not the kernel. The kernel is an idea. The kernel is a thing for you to do. You are the popcorn popper, and not by yourself. I mean, you have to plug into some power, but you are designed with a lot of potential. And as soon as you figure out that that's the truth about you as a human being, as a child of God, the highest form of creation that God ever made, you have so much potential. The kernel equals the inspiration, the idea, the desire of your heart, the thing that you feel like you should do, the thing that you feel like you want to know. This kernel could be a thing that we want to know. We can gain knowledge. That's huge. That is not all it is. We can actually see fruition. We can actually see a physical change, a physical thing happen with our kernel. And that's what a lot of our kernels are going to be. That's what your blogging kernel is going to be. A lot of what you learn along the way, you're going to have little kernels all along the way, because you've got to learn and gain some knowledge all along the way. And the change that happens inside your subconscious mind as you move forward and change and bring yourself into alignment, I consider that a kernel. That is a physical change that happens to your body when you change your body's belief system. Very, very important. The plug is agency. This is the power to plug in. It's your choice. You choose. It's what you do. Nobody's going to force this on you. You've got to decide to plug in. And the power outlet is the power source. This is the place to plug into. This is inspiration and direction from God. Every little thing that you need to do can be placed in your path when you get yourself in alignment and are believing properly and creating that warm air of belief in your popcorn popper. Let's talk about that a little bit. So we plug in, the choice is made, the hot air is blowing. I want to tell you what the hot air is. The hot air is your mind and your heart. It's your belief, your true belief with no doubts, and the feelings that you generate when you are believing all the way. So you're choosing to plug in. You've got this seed planted in your mind. No doubt it has to be pure belief in something true. And then you generate some feelings to go with it. And these feelings are strong, positive feelings. This gratitude and this love and all of this beautiful, beautiful, nourishing environment within you. And it's inside of you. This isn't just stuff that you do on the outside. This starts right inside. And it's all this, it's really genuinely pure, beautiful, positive energy, electricity, energy, vibration. And all of these laws, I'm going to teach these laws that go with all of this to make it all make sense. But for this introduction, we're just going to talk about that. Mind and heart. This is faith. Mind, heart, it happens. Okay, so you've got to have yourself being an environment of beautiful, positive, hot air. That sounds funny because a lot of people are just full of hot air, but then they don't produce anything. I'm talking about something perfect. And when I say perfect, I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm talking about something that is a perfect environment for a seed to bloom. Okay, we know that seeds need a certain condition in order for them to come into fruition. That's what I'm talking about. You need to create that environment. So the hot air is blowing, the seed is in the popper, and here are the possibilities. You could have a burnt seed. This is caused by turning up the heat. That heat is turned up through impatience. You've got to make sure you maintain a good, perfect temperature for your seed. This environment needs to maintain something steady. And impatience is going to turn up that heat, burn the seed, and then it cannot pop. It can't. You have to throw it away. So burnt seeds, like I said, never pop. You have to throw it away and start over. But be patient this time. So what you've done, if you burn your seed with impatience, you in making yourself have to start over, you just added time to the gestation period. We're going to talk about the law of gestation in future classes. This is very cool. In fact, this is one of my favorite laws because it helps me keep myself in alignment. We don't want to be impatient because that kills so much. It kills the gratitude. And when we get impatient, we start creating something that's not. It's kind of it morphs into burnt. We don't want that. We want to create something we want to actually get the creation process to actually finish. That's the real point here. So be patient and allow the perfect gestational time for your dream seed, and just have a steady hot temperature. Okay, now we have a cold seed. This is how that happens. The heat was on, then the choice was made to stop believing, and now we have a dead seed. Have you ever tried to pop a popcorn kernel that was hot and then cooled off? I am here to tell you, I have tried it. It does not work. That seed is dead, and now we have to start over, brand new gestational period. You could have a fully popped dream seed, which is exactly what you want. So you kept that hot air of belief going, and you brought the kernel into fruition. Awesome. Enjoy it, share it, spread it around. There is something I call the late bloomer. I didn't make a slide for this, but I do want to talk about it. I made popcorn yesterday, actually, and I was looking at this. I had my popcorn kernels in there, and I made my popcorn, and then at the end, I sat and counted. It was almost like a minute and a half later, I had these 3 kernels in my popcorn popper. And they were going and going and going. And I actually thought, oh, they must be dead, because it went like another minute and a half. It must be a dead seed. I was wrong. I let it go just a little longer. And those 3 kernels popped, and they were big. Those late bloomers that need a little extra gestational period, they're the big ones. Keep the hot air blowing. Keep it going. It'll be worth it. And then enjoy it and share it and make some more. Okay. Now I got burnt popcorn. This is different from a burnt seed, okay? This is when we actually successfully go through this popcorn popping process, and then that popcorn stays in the popper. We don't let it come out into the bowl. There's this fear that keeps us from, so we kind of stop ourselves right at the point when we're being successful. This fear of success can really stop you. Actually, and then you're like, that perfect temperature that was perfect to pop the popcorn becomes the enemy, and it starts burning your popcorn. You can start a fire with that. You don't want that. That kind of fire is not your friend. So once you've popped your kernels, make sure you enjoy the popcorn and share it and make some more. There's plenty where that came from. It's an eternally progressing, abundant, awesome thing. So keep making more. Okay, I want to talk about some false wisdom or limiting belief seeds. These are lies. These are very common for people who are blogging. There are more than this, but these are some common things, and I want to cover these today. Here's one. I don't know how. I can't learn. I'm unable to learn. Like, there are people who just don't believe that they can learn how to do this, so they stop themselves there, even though they feel like it's a thing that they need to do. That's a limiting belief. Not enough time to go through the learning curve. Okay, we're going to talk about the truth here in a minute. I can't earn enough money. I can't earn money fast enough to keep doing this. I can't do it because I can't spend money. I'm not a technical person. I don't have time to do the work once I learn how, and I'm too unhealthy to be consistent. All of these are lies. They are lies. Here's the truth. Let's replace these with truth. And I want to talk, this is just an introduction. We're going to talk more about how to replace the lies with truth. We're not going to go too deep into it in these little 30-minute classes, but I'll tell you how to get where you can get really and dig deep in a one-on-one session with me later at the end of this video. Okay, so let's replace with the truth. It's as simple as believing it. It's as simple as saying, oh, yeah, okay? So I'm smart enough to find someone who knows how to work with them, who knows how, and work with them to learn. I'm smart enough to find someone who knows how and work with them to learn. I am a child of God and completely able to learn. Whatever He wants me to, I can do it, right? I am patient with the learning curve and have exactly enough time to go through it at a steady pace, my pace. This goes to not being impatient, okay? This goes to being patient and allowing the gestational period. Yes, you have time. I am earning enough money at the perfect speed. I am patient and steady, holding the hot air of belief. I'm finding ways to have money to spend on the things that I see as important. I always have enough money. I'm learning to be a technical person, and I get better at it every day. I have exactly enough time each day to do my mission in a way that fits into my life, the way I want it to fit. I am doing what I need to do to be healthy, and I feel great. I am healthy. I am healthy enough to do my mission. Okay, these are true things. Let's believe true things. Now, this is important. If you're going to create your new reality, you've got to get these true things in there to replace the false wisdoms that are implanted in your subconscious mind. I call this your body's belief system. Okay, the subconscious mind, the way I understand it, I'm going to call this a fact, it is your body's belief system. And when you can change what your body believes, then you can get in alignment with what your spirit is telling you is important. Okay, so get to where you're believing the true things without excuses. Sometimes this is a little hard, so you've got to wash your own brain. You lather, you rinse, and you repeat. Okay, so you're going to tell yourself these things over and over again. I recommend creating a rhyme. Create a rhyme to tell yourself the true thing and get it stuck in your head. Get it stuck in your head. That's huge. That's the point. Get that reality stuck in your head, that new reality that you want to create, which is the true thing. I am what? I am able to learn. I am learning. I am experiencing enough money. I am believing that I am credible, that I know what I'm talking about. You already know what you're talking about. Now you just need to get out there and start telling people about it. You are very credible. You just may be new at it. Okay? All right. So next week, we're going to talk about naming your blog, determining your target market. That's who you're talking to. And where to get your domain name and hosting and why you should own your domain name. I'm actually not going to walk you through step by step how to set everything up, but I am going to, if you become a member, I will have all the links to videos that other people have made to show you how to do those things. Because I really want to spend my time helping you learn, get your belief structure, how it needs to be in order to move forward. That's where I love to spend my time. That's what I love. I am a faith mentor. I am a believing mentor, and I'm going to help you get your stuff lined up. Everything else is going to fall into place, but that's really what I love to do, and that's where I want to spend my time with you. Okay, so let's talk about one-on-one mentoring with me. With one-on-one mentoring, you get private belief breakthrough sessions. These are so important. This is the thing. Once we get this is like 90% of it. Okay, once we get this 90% out of the way, then working on the rest is going to be really easy. And you'll come across new things as we go because it's progress. It's all about progression. But I'll help you with that, and I'll help you with what you're personally working on in these private one-on-ones. More specific writing advice. I love to write, and I will give you more specific writing advice. I will go over your writing with you, and we can just break that down and just give you a little bit more so that you're feeling more confident about your writing style and your voice. And you personally, I really can't tell you how to talk to people and be yourself. I can say be yourself, but if we're in a one-on-one session, then I am able to actually give you more, help you pull yourself out of yourself because I'm getting to know you one-on-one, and that gives me a little more power to help you with that. This is the best kind of support. I do 6 sessions in this package, 6 sessions, generally scheduled over the course of 12-week period, depending on your individual need. Usually, my students will need 2 weeks in between each session, especially if you're an adult and you have a lot going on. If you have kids, then you'll need about 2 weeks in between each session to fulfill the assignments that I give you and to work on your belief systems. You can also schedule things a little sooner as long as I have an opening. So you can communicate, if I could spit out the words, you can communicate with me on that as needed. So if you have this package, then, I'll let you know when I'm available, and you can get me when you need me, as long as I'm available. Okay, this is the best value. This is my $5,000 package. That is very private, committed, just about you mentoring. And so we want to get you going and get you off the ground and help you break through those things that are stopping you. And that's why I offer this package. Okay, if you want a free strategy session and one-on-one sounds really good to you, then let's get you a free strategy session. Let's get to know each other. I'm offering that. You can go to mrsdreamseed.traditionsinseason.com. There's a form at the bottom well, it's not all the way to the bottom of the page. Just scroll down, you'll see the form. Fill out the form. I'll be in touch. We'll schedule a free strategy session, and we'll get you started. I want to see you be successful. If that doesn't work for you, I do have member mentoring. This gives you access to the video archives, a growing list of resources, assignments, discounted one-on-one mentoring sessions if you just want one here and there. You just need one. You've got you're a member, so you can get access to these discounts. I do single 30-minute sessions. They are a little quicker, and you're kind of concentrated, but it will be toward your individual need, the reason why you want to talk to me right now, and the thing you need to work on in that 30 minutes. And those are very, very discounted. Very discounted. I mean, they're under $50 a session. So actually, they're under $30 a session. But that varies with my schedule and how things are growing. You can come back again and again, and it's only $197 a year. So if that works better for you, that is an option for you. Let's see here. You can go to mrsdreamseed.traditionsinseason.com/membership-levels to get access to that member package. All right, we are set. I will see you next week, Friday at 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And like I said, you can access this in the archives if you can't get there to that 6:30 a.m. session. Otherwise, I will just see you next time. Bye-bye.